Already here. It's Wednesday. It's already Wednesday. It's kind of a hot Wednesday here in Austin, Texas, but it's Texas summer for you. It's always been hot in the summer. Not looking forward to the August, but it is what it is. But hopefully, this is going to be a quick story. I have the AP News brought up. If it starts rehashing some of the stuff we already know, I might skip it. But Daniel Penny pleads not guilty to revised charges in chokehold death of Jordan Neely on the New York City subway. A U.S. Marine who placed a homeless man in the fatal chokehold aboard a New York subway train last month pleaded not guilty on Wednesday to revised charges. Daniel Penny, 24, pleaded not guilty to second-degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide in May 1st death of Jordan Neely, a former Michael Jackson impersonator who was shouting and begging for money on the Manhattan train, according to witnesses. He wasn't he wasn't just begging for money. Penny pinned him onto the ground with the help of two other passengers and held him in a chokehold for more than 3 minutes, not the 15 minutes or 8 minutes that was originally told, but for more than 3 minutes. Nearly 30 lost consciousness during the struggle, but was still breathing. The chokehold death, which was caught by a bystander video, has prompted fierce debate, with some praising Penny as a good Samaritan and others accusing him as racist vigilantism. Penny is white and Neely was black. A brief arraignment on Wednesday, Penny, who was free on bond, uttered the only words "not guilty" before leaving the courtroom with his lawyers. Penny initially was arrested on manslaughter charges by the May grand jury earlier this month, added negligent homicide count, potentially giving a trial jury the option to find him guilty of the lesser charge. To get manslaughter conviction, which carries a prison sentence up to 15 years, prosecutors would have to prove Penny recklessly caused Neely's death while being aware of the risk of serious harm. Conviction of criminal negligent homicide would require that the jury to find Penny unjustifiably put Neely at risk of death, but failed to perceive that risk. A maximum penalty would be 4 years in prison. Penny, who served in the Marines for 4 years, was discharged in 2021, has said that he acted to protect himself and others from Neely, who allegedly shouted, "I'm going to kill you," and said, "I was ready to die or go to jail for life." Following the arraignment, the attorney for Penny, Stephen Reiser, predicted that the Manhattan jury would emphasize with the experience of confronting erotic subway behavior while confined underground. I get that New York has a duty to retreat, and I do get that the laws are written in a way that is not in Mr. Penny's favor. But where are you supposed to go when you're stuck in a moving train car? Let's see here. Daniel isn't the only one on trial. He said the rights of the people to defend one another will also be on trial too. Neely's family members and their supporters have said Neely, who struggled with mental illness and homeless, was crying out for help and was met with violence. Well, you can't threaten people. You can't threaten to kill people. You can't take your shirt off and throw it on the ground and say, "I'm going to kill every one of you. I don't care if I die or go to jail." That is a threat. In most states, that is considered assault. Now, I get with in New York, that's a menacing charge. I think it's third degree or second degree. I forget what it is. But he was making a threat, and people can perceive that threat as a threat of their life. Let's see here. Neely's father, Andre Zachary, was in attendance for the arraignment. I thought he was in prison. For the arraignment on Wednesday, at a brief press conference, the attorney for the Neely family, Dante Mills, sought to paint Pennings as a vigilante killer who hasn't taken responsibility for his actions. All right, Andre, exactly. Where's your responsibility to make sure that your kid was taken care of? Where was your actions to make sure when his mother was killed by his stepfather? Now, if you're the stepfather, you're just a piece of shit and go to hell. But where was the family members to ensure that Neely got the help he needed? Daniel Penny did not have the courage to look Jordan's father, Andre, in the eyes. Neely says, but from now on, don't be shocked when justice happens for Jordan, for you, or for anyone. Neely's death aboard the F train in Manhattan has quickly become a flashpoint in the nation's debate over racial justices and crime. Republican politicians like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis have hailed Penny as a hero and helping him to raise more than $3 million in legal expenses. Meanwhile, civil rights leaders, including Reverend Al Sharpton, has compared the killing to the 1984 subway shooting of 4 black men by Bernhard Goetz, a white man dubbed the subway vigilante. He was eventually acquitted of all of charges in the shooting, except for carrying an unlicensed gun. A good Samaritan helps those in trouble. They don't choke them out, Sharpton said. During Neely's May 19 funeral, what happened to Jordan was a crime, and his family shouldn't have to stand by themselves. Sorry, you don't get to threaten people. You don't get to threaten people. Says, I'm going to kill you. I'm ready to die. I'm going to jail for life. That is an active threat. That is assault in most states. Him being homeless adds another layer to it because you don't know how crazy this person is. That's not the way to ask for help. That's the hill I'm going to die on. This is not asking for help. But most importantly, I also want to highlight Jordan Williams' legal fund. He's a person that stabbed someone that actually physically attacked his friend or girlfriend at the time. And he defended her. He had a knife on him and killed the other person. Now, the goal was $100,000. They've met that goal. I'm hoping by sharing this link, we could get him closer to the $1 million or the $3 million, because court cases are not cheap. Lawyers are not cheap. That's really an injustice that lawyers are not cheap. That being said, I will put this link because I think Miss April Williams desperately needs more money. I don't think the $100,000 mark is a realistic goal for these type of cases. I think we can get that up. So this is going to be in the link of the description. That being said, that is my video for today, and have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.